ass down, blockers, shit.
Now, look, I go to the gym and I work out. My wife goes to the gym and work out. She is extremely strong. So,
Yeah, but you're stronger.
Shut up. Come on.
I-
Stop
I-
being so negative.
Well, you're stronger than her, though.
I-
Let's all acknowledge that.
Okay. Let's keep going. Jesus.
Well, that's
Bone mass.
neither here nor there.
Yeah.
Long density, testosterone, and estrogen rates.
Yeah.
Your endocrinology is
So
different.
if you'd say the majority of males in the bimodal distribution graph, we're going back to that, you can say, hey, we want this level of hormones in this particular category, and we can separate it by hormones. I agree with you that a majority of men or majority of
Well, not
cis
even
men
the majority. You got to be like 99.9%.
I don't know. Ronda
What?
Rousey can kick my
Oh,
ass.
for
I will say
fuck's
that.
sake.
No, for sure. But I
Okay.
mean, but could she kick Conor McGregor's ass?
Well, now we're talking about the peaks, right?
No, but
the
she's
peaks
at the
of
peak, though.
cisgender.
No, because you're talking about the peaks of two different categories in the same sort of.
Right, because why? She's a cis woman.
Well, she's a cis woman and
Correct.
he's
A cis man.
But yes, and
Correct.
he could kick her tail, right?
Yes, I would agree.
Oh, okay, for sure, right?
Because cis men and cis women have different hormone levels.
No,
if
we-
you
we-
want to change the hormones, we can change the categorization.
but
you're saying that you want men and women, bar none, and you say that's the most fair category. Then we
it's-
have to
it's
allow
not- it's
all
not
women
even a
and
matter-
all men.
Well, but again, it's there. Those things don't. So I just want to be clear. So because I think I'm tracking your argument.
He did that on
Oh,
purpose.
see? Okay, stop. 1 second. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay, but you see that he felt like when he gets like dominated and ass fucked like
Mhm.
really royally, he
Mhm.
then goes all friendly because
Yeah.
like he only understands power, you know what I mean? And so
Mhm.
like he's like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
But did he want him to go lefty with the fist?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. He did that on purpose. Like you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was cunty. That was really cunty, and I was like, ugh,
Yeah.
gross.
Okay, so I kind of want to go back to a little earlier. You said that Parker has lower T than you. So would
Yeah,
you
it was called
say?
a joke?
Yeah.
I
No,
think
no,
I'm
no.
right,
I'm
but-
fully aware it's a joke. But I guess like on that point,
Yeah.
do you think that like T has to do or testosterone has to do with your manhood?
No.
Like, your-
Well, yes and no. I mean, if you are looking at typical testosterone
Keep me
rates
message
of
just
women,
by saying yes.
they are far different than those of men. But
Right,
for
but, like-
example, like your testosterone rate goes down when you have children.
Stop.
When you're a man, doesn't make you less of a man.
Pause.
Go-
He made the mistake. Yeah, go ahead.
Fucking idiot. You just did a circular thing. He just said, no, but you will see that for men, do you have, so like, it's like, you know what I mean? So if you already decide with chromosome for whatever reason, then I don't understand. Then it has nothing to do with it, right? You have to basically, your definition is just the chromosomes. And so anything else is completely pointless, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But if you do think, which is a good, I think I like where she's going because if you
This
actually,
mongoloid
with-
couldn't define chromosome on a good day.
right. But the thing is like because she's provoking him to go down this testosterone, it's a good path because like now he instinctively wants to say, yeah, if you have big testosterone, if you're stronger, then you're a man. But then you're going towards defining gender as a societal anyway.
They go down by about 400 points.
Okay, but like when we were talking earlier about like sports, right?
Mhm.
And you were saying that the reason why it's unfair for like for example, a trans woman who used to be a man to be like competing in women's sports. You cited that they have higher testosterone levels.
One
correct?
of about 50 characteristics. Also, lung density. Men's hearts are bigger.
Okay.
We have greater bone
those-
density, muscle mass.
Okay, but
Tend to be
those
faster. Tend to be
yeah,
stronger.
I understand. But like those factors all come from the hormones during the development process, correct?
No, not necessarily. No.
I mean, most of them do.
Well, not all of them. So, for example, you could try to pump a
What?
young
You see,
girl's
he just-
body with
he just made
testosterone
another
at 8 years
mistake.
old, and you can get them stronger. You cannot necessarily get them on par with a biological male at puberty. You cannot. You could try
Okay, but like
because there's something in the coding of our genetics.
right, the coding of our genetics, which is often like controlled by like different like I guess parts of our DNA and also the hormones that are produced that affect the effective
But
coding
we're
of
mo-
how
we're more than
you're
endocrinology, but it's a
produced.
big part. Because, for example, if you just give a kid testosterone, that doesn't even get them close to becoming a male, or estrogen giving them a female.
Okay,
They might get characteristics that are close to that,
right. Okay.
but it
okay.
doesn't. For
But
example,
I mean,
let me-
like, there's no perfect image of
But-
like this is what a female looks like. This is what a male looks
No,
like.
but-
Like
but
we
for
all get our
example-
periods at different ages. Some of us like, and also like for example, like there are many circumstances where womanhood is just not one thing, right? It's a multitude of experiences
For
that
sure.
every single person.
Can you define what womanhood is? That's an interesting question for you.
Well, no, I can't define what womanhood is. And the reason why is because it's something that's an individual experience for every single person, right? Like
amorphous.
my experiences, what I have experienced throughout my life is not going to be the same as another woman who may have grown up in a different
We
environment.
have disagreement, but not clarity.
Oh, I could
say
write a
that men and women
dissertation.
are
Yo, you can write a fucking 30 novel fucking book series.
Actually, I probably should post some type of like video essay on Slack and Deck.
And let us review it for the podcast. You do it, we'll review it, okay?
womanhood is an objective thing.
Right, but
It is objective outside of one's own opinions or experiences.
So, but are we at the point where we're discussing where this is like not something based on your chromosomes, but something maybe based on a construct?
Well, no, it also can be objectively witnessed in empirical ways, in biological ways, in scientific ways.
Okay, so to clarify, we're still
Stop.
discussing whether.
What is the
womanhood
difference between empirical, biological, and scientific? It's the same shit. You goddamn idiot.
If you'd like to discuss that, it's deeper
Like-
than just chromosomes.
Right, right. I'm just trying to like define exactly.
For example,
where this
if we
debate
look
is
at
right
SPEC scans or brain scans of men and women, 98% of the time, artificial intelligence can tell you which one is the men and which one is the female.
now. Okay.
So our different parts of our brains fire. So
Okay,
for
so-
men, for example,
What the-
our
I
amygdalas
can't
are
believe
not
this.
Debate pedophile.
So the fact that an AI is able to tell gender is such a stupid point because you don't need an AI. You can have a fucking human eye and just ask them, and we also can tell gender fucking well. So what is it even hard to prove? Like with the AI being able to thing?
Just repetitive, I don't know, repetitive functions, I guess. That's basically what he's defining as a man. Repetitive functions, or a woman. It's so stupid.
Just trying to say that it's easy to make a guess on somebody's chromosomes by looking at them. Yes, yes. Thank you so much, Charlie. That's what's called sexual dimorphism. Okay, it's a feature of pretty much of a lot of species,
You have to
and
understand.
I don't understand what the fuck that has to do with anything. Like,
You have to understand. He dropped out of college, man. He couldn't hack it.
yep.
Reading
not
hard.
as high working as women. You know what amygdala is? The threat assessment part of
So
your brain.
obviously, like your birth, so there's a difference between the concept or what sex is, which is a biological aspect, and what gender is,
No, for
which is
sure.
a social construct,
I
right?
reject gender completely as a different word. It's really
Okay, so
personality.
that's where the debate is.
Yes.
Is the existence of gender.
Gender means personality.
Okay.
I don't doubt that biological men might
How
have
would you
feminine
how would you
type
define
characteristics.
race on that point?
How would I define
How would you define race?
Well, race is a very difficult topic.
Okay, because I think that it's
Whose
a really
gender is
important
Oh,
he?
stop,
discussion.
stop,
Race
stop.
is hard.
Jesus, I can't. No, this is ridiculous. This is like beyond shame. Like, how can you possibly say, "Oh no, that was easier"? I know the gender was the obvious. It's the obvious one. The race, man, race. With race, I'm gonna have to be kind of like nuanced. Fucking idiot.
Oh my gosh. How
What
can
an
they
L.
view this?
That's a huge L, by the way. I hope. Actually, can you go 5 seconds up because I hope she posts his L because that's a big L.
like 5 seconds back, you mean?
Yeah.
Men might
How
have
would you
feminine
how would you
type
define
characteristics.
race on that point?
How would I define
How would you define race?
Well, race is a very difficult topic.
Okay, because I think that it's a really important thing to
Because,
discuss when it
because
comes
here's
to
the thing,
terms of
if
this.
I draw
because
if I draw blood,
is it
No.
ethnic lines?
if you have a blood sample of a black individual and a white individual, I can't tell you which one is which. If I have a
Oh,
blood
Yeah,
sample,
you
Oh,
can.
no.
You
I can tell you
can.
which one is
He
which.
is-
Just by
Someone
running
else
very
can
simple
who's not an
elementary blood
idiot.
tests.
No, but she
So, for
wasted
example, if
it.
there was a
She
Hispanic or a
wasted a
white,
huge
there
L.
is
She
no
should have
difference.
said, "Excuse me, what?" Like she should have said, "Excuse me, gender is the easy one, but like race is complicated." Are you a fucking idiot? Like she should have told him that. Ugh.
Well, the problem is it comes back to sex is more simple than race. And that's what he's talking about when he talks about gender is sex.
It's a shame he
Sure.
doesn't know what words mean.
But to be honest, well, okay, fair enough. Okay, good.
In
Why
the genetic
is it?
coding, there just isn't.
Why
We
is
don't
it
see-
important that someone's
He ran out the clock for this.
My next claim is that Kamala Harris is a DEI candidate.
Oh, stop. Stop. I
my
hate this because
goodness.
this is just the language of the prompt is just to be edgy, right? It's just an edgy, like there's no content here. It's just like defending an edgy phrasing. That's it.
This, I want to hear his defense, but this is so idiotic. Yo, oh my gosh.
But that's the thing.
He
My
is
guess,
so.
okay, my guess is that the
Mhm.
students might not be doing well here because they are gonna be like outraged by the edginess of the thing, right? You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Maybe I'm being too
Well,
kind of
and he's
pessimistic of
gonna
their
go
abilities,
back
but I
to
feel that
Biden saying that he's gonna pick a woman of color as his VP or whatever, and the only
which is
reason she's
true.
the
I mean,
candidate,
which is
right?
true. I mean,
And then
obviously
right,
that's how
right.
they do it, but just
But I know
yeah.
what you're saying. Yeah, the
Like I mean, the Republicans.
DEI saying that way is the edgy part.
Okay,
That's what I'm
look.
saying, right? Because I mean, of course, she was picked also for her ethnic background. Thank you so much. I mean, thank you. Like it's just exactly why they chose Palin because she was like a semi-hot woman, right? So I mean, all candidates are chosen for their background, ethnic or gender or whatever it is, right? So thank you so much. It's just the edginess of the way he's saying that he's trying to defend. Anyway, go.
Oh,
A lot
only
of
him.
competition, Mason.
Whoa,
Good to see you.
Good to
Smart.
see you again.
whoa.
Can I define what a DEI candidate is?
I think that you're going to say because she's black and she's a woman, she was appointed because Joe Biden promised that, and it's not a testament to her.
Not only
Nice.
that, but also in her getting the nomination of the Democratic Party, they said repeatedly, we do not want to pass over a black female.
Okay.
So just those two things, but the first one is stronger. You're right. Joe Biden said, I'm going to put on my vice presidency a black female.
Right.
So his
Promise
criteria
that he
was,
kept.
yeah, and that was like Karen Bass and Kamala Harris.
Okay.
So she was not chosen because of her intellect or her accomplishments or because of any of
What?
that. It was because she happened to fit a couple boxes.
So then any black woman would have done, you fucking cunt. That makes
Exactly.
no sense. You are so fucking stupid. Oh my god, this man is so dumb. He is incredible.
Right? Why didn't they just pick some some
College
random black
dropout.
woman then?
He is oh my god. It's so ridiculous for them to be spouting this shit in the presence of people. It's so dumb.
In fact, Amy Klobuchar, the vetting at the time was that Amy Klobuchar would have been a better VP, and Kamala ended up getting it. So it's just a statement of fact that she is there not because of her brilliance or accomplishments, but because of her ethnicity.
So Kamala Harris, first and foremost, there are a lot of criticisms that you can give to her on why she wouldn't be an effective president. It shouldn't be because she's a woman or because she's black. And it seems to be that you're
That's
saying
not
that
it.
is
No,
criticism.
I just want people to understand and agree she didn't earn this.
She
because-
absolutely did.
well,
She
no.
has
Wait. No, I'm not thinking
she has
that.
a career where she's been not only a DA.
DEI
The
stands
problem
for
is
one
that
of the
she
biggest
wasn't
organizations.
primaried. The problem why he's going to win this is that she wasn't primaried. Like if she was
But, I mean, it
primaried, he
seems
wouldn't have a case.
Okay. Well, let's see.
Diversity, equity, inclusion. I like the meme though.
I know what it is. But do you at least admit and acknowledge that when Joe Biden was searching for a VP, he cared more about skin color and a female than the smartest, best person?
So the whole conversation
You at
with
least
this
agree with that?
affirmative action with DEI, the whole
That's
reason why
such a
people bring it
strange
in is to make
phrasing
this
also, that-
imaginary scenario that there's a super qualified white man who was overpassed by this unqualified, stupid, idiot
Well, hold on,
person
but
of color.
his own
which
team-
is such
his
a
own- his
terrible
own team
analogy
said that.
because it's not true.
His own team
It's
said it.
absolutely not true.
But Mason,
That's not what it is.
his
Joe
own
Biden
team-
did not say, I'm going to choose an unqualified person
hold
and
on.
just pick
His
him because
own
she's black.
team- his own team
He's
said it.
saying that I'm going to have two qualified people. If one comes from a different experience, it might be better to have
No,
a
that's not
diversity
what he
and
said.
have a better perception
He said
in forms
he
of
said
government.
at the South Carolina
These are
debate that I will pick a black woman as my vice president. Secondly,
Oh my god. Okay, then look at the Republican Party, you dumb shit. They always choose a white person. Why is that? Is that diversity? Is that inclusion? No. And they're just going with the
Well,
cookie
they
cutter,
are-
the cookie cutter. But that's not diversity in any way.
He doesn't
It's
care
always-
about diversity, though. It's a bad argument.
He thinks they're more qualified.
But again, do you think like just I don't know. You guys are American. It's fucking weird, but whatever.
Amy Klobuchar
I'm
came
not-
out.
Is this a random black
Can I-
woman
can I
that he
finish?
plucked off the street?
Can I
Or is this a
finish?
qualified DEA,
Can I finish?
general attorney,
I-
who's had a decorated career
I'd like to
leading
finish my
government
thoughts.
positions?
But-
you can, but you keep rambling about things that just aren't relevant to what we're talking about.
It is relevant. Amy Klobuchar in vetting came across as the more qualified candidate.
Why?
Because they said Kamala Harris wasn't very smart, wasn't very bright. That's their own vetting.
Wasn't very smart. Wow. I mean, she's got practically zero charisma. But Amy Klobuchar, really? Charisma? I think on par. they're both
Yeah, in the
same.
charisma category, they're about equal.
What the fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
It's so idiotic. Oh my goodness, he's so stupid. He can't even make a proper defense for his fucking argument.
Oh, so he really wanted a list,
Joe Biden's
but he
own
ended up
vetting
just saying
documents. So why would he go
synonym?
against that? Because the base of the Democrat Party
Smart.
demands tribal
She's not
politics
right.
and DEI politics over competency.
That's completely inaccurate.
He stated to Jim Clyburn said, "I will only endorse you in the South Carolina primary if you say that you're going to put a black person, preferably a black female, on your ticket with you. Therefore, you winnow the entire universe down and say, I'm only going to choose from this criteria." And let's just think more broadly. If you're about to have heart surgery, would you rather have a heart surgeon that's good and excellent, knows what he's doing, or someone that is a black female?
Oh my god.
We get your point, Kirk. We don't agree with the premise, you fucking idiot.
He is so stupid. It's like, hey, I'm just gonna grab some person off the street who's colored to perform my heart surgery. Instead of saying, yeah, the person who's qualified is gonna be the one to perform my heart surgery. If they're both the same, I'm probably gonna choose someone who I feel comfortable with. That's all it is. Like, you're making a preference out of two people because you have a preferred fucking person.
Also,
that's it.
I bite the bullet and
Also,
say
the other-
random black lady.
Right? No, guys, no.
Random black
You're not-
lady, Kirk.
Yeah. All right.
He is so stupid. Just because you want to see something doesn't mean they're not qualified. He's so dumb. It's like
Also, just to clarify, VP does not equal heart surgeon. It's not a very similar type of job. Just to clarify that.
So,
And being president's more important than being a heart surgeon.
aren't you on record saying that you'd be terrified if there was a black pilot?
No, it's
that
not-
was-
Yeah,
was
let's,
flying
yes,
your
I did
airplane?
say that, but why?
Wait, he what? He was on record saying what? Let me hear this.
Therefore, you winnow the entire universe down and
When
say,
I was-
I'm only going to choose from this criteria. And let's just think more broadly. If you're about to have heart surgery, would you rather have a heart surgeon that's good and excellent, knows what he's doing, or someone that is a black female?
So,
And being president's more important than being a heart surgeon.
aren't you on record saying that you'd be terrified if there was a black pilot that was flying
yes,
your
I did
airplane?
say that, but why?
Okay, cool.
What was the full quote?
What?
I personally, I don't know. If
So-
you want to expand on
Yeah,
that.
so this ties into this. United Airlines said that half of all their new hirees are going to be black or women, and that standards and pursuit of excellence is not going to be taken as seriously as diversity. When I'm flying a plane,
You think they're saying we're just gonna take any shitty pilot? Is that what he thinks they're saying when they say they're
He
gonna
doesn't
diversify?
think that. He's trying to confuse people.
Yeah.
Gee, okay. Then he's got to clarify then. Oh,
I want to know my pilot is there because they're a good pilot, not because they fit some
What?
DEI box.
Damn it.
yo, he's a dog shit human being. Like a complete dog shit human being.
Okay, so let's say that Kamala Harris was.
Darnell, you're not
hired
flying
as
my
vice
plane.
president.
I would hope not because I'm not a pilot.
No matter how black you are, you're not flying my plane.
Well, look, in apocalyptic...
You can tan as much as you want.
Look, if you want me to fly... If you were injured and we were in an apocalyptic situation and I knew the bare basics on how to start a fucking plane and fly that shit, you'd be saying, fucking flyers, we may die, but we will die for sure if we stay. You will definitely be saying, fly me out of here.
If you were a pilot, I think I'd let you.
Yeah, Darnell, please don't be my pilot.
Well, boys, I'm gonna learn to be a pilot just to fly you guys around.
No.
Just to be Charlie Kirk's personal pilot.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, you're gonna be paying me 5 times as much, you piece of shit human being.
Yeah, you should. No,
I
you
think
should.
she-
You should tell him.